Screen server.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the coach made light out of one.
We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from Indianapolis. Taken at the 15, a short kick, and they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mason. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Throwing on 1st down, Mason. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Looking to throw. Mason. Allen's got it complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Mason. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They run the counter. Hines. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd and 9. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen.
And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Mason escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Hines.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Three and a half to go, first quarter. On first down, Rodgers. This one complete to Gresham. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. From the 39, Rodgers. And Gresham, the tight end, brings it in.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
Yeah, showed it right there outside of the pocket and on the money. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. To throw is Rodgers. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner? Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
To throw on second down, Mason. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Colts on third down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw, Mason. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. A handoff for Etienne. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, Rodgers. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing is Rodgers.
Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Etienne.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw. Mason. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on this.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Boy, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Running out of the gun with ETN.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 37-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
They run with Hines. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Back to throw. Mason. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Connection made with Chenault. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. 1:50 left to go in the second quarter. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 8 and a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
On 1st and 10, Mason. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Mason, he'll check this down to Hines. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. On 1st down, Hines. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Taylor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Rodgers now to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now it's Hines. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And now here's a carry heading left. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Mason. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Mason. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in.
Couldn't hang on, third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd and 2, Mason.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Fighting through. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Hines. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a throw here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. A give running right, Etienne. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now Etienne. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Here's a give to Etienne. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jags are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To the right side, this is Taylor. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They run once more with Taylor. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Colts on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mason. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd down and 8.
Now Rodgers. And Shark calls it in. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is caught. And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Rodgers to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 63 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A give for Taylor running right side. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Going up top.
And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.